Did I have a chemical pregnancy? Good morning. I feel like I am winning the game today because I got up at 6 o'clock this morning. I got myself ready entirely, put makeup on, hair, everything. And then I got Jackson ready for his school, and we are actually early today. We got Vera in the back as well, and she's totally ready. She's adorable. He's handsome. Well, I spoke too soon. I went through my son's book bag and I remember we have to read a book a day. You ready to read it? Where Do Plants Live? Now I gotta sign off for that book and take him to school. Sorry. I just got home from dropping Jackson off at school and now my husband's gotta leave me.
Yep.
He's gotta go back to work today.
Alright, bye-bye.
Bye. He's gonna take me.
Bye-bye, little Vera.
I don't know about you, but I personally am so hungry right now. I want to go ahead and make breakfast for me and Vera. My husband and my son both have already had breakfast and they're both out the door. This recipe is called Clara's Depression Era Poor Man's Meal. I've seen this recipe on YouTube. Clara has a YouTube channel and I will link it down below, but she has since passed away, but all her videos are there with all her recipes. And these are all from the Depression era when money was extremely tight for families. What I'm trying to say in this video is that I think that we can learn so much from our elders and people who are older than us, a different generation than us, and lived in a different time than us, because they are a wealth of knowledge. Right now, as we know, the prices are going up on everything. We really have to learn how to get the most value out of our dollar. Learning these little recipes like this that help stretch your money, I feel like is super valuable. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. It's one of my favorites. I eat this every single week. I would eat it every single day if I could, but all you need is some weenies. I got the beef, some potatoes, an onion or multiple onions depending on how much you're gonna make, a cutting board if you want, a knife, and I have this. You don't have to have this, but this is to peel the potatoes. Love, love, love this. I got it from Target. It's the Room Essentials brand and it works really good. It was pretty cheap too. So I'm just gonna show you how to make it. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to peel the potatoes. Because it's just me and Vera, I'm only gonna use 2 potatoes today. But if you're cooking for a whole family, you can use as many potatoes as you want. Now that I have the potatoes peeled, I'm going to cut them up into little bitty portions.
Of all the things that are shiny and new, I'm the dull stone at the bottom of a pool.
Get you a pot and fill it with olive oil or whatever oil you have. Putting all the potatoes in there. Now I'm going to get the weenies out and I'm going to cut up maybe 3.
Round by the deepest depths of the lake, I lay alone in the darkest place.
Now I'm also going to put these in with the potatoes. Got to cut up the onion now. Going to squint my eyes and not try to smell it.
My sorrow, dream of the sun. I just wanna be the shiny one.
Okay, now you put the onions in with the potatoes and the onion, the weenies, and you cook them on the stovetop until they are golden and done. I went ahead and cut up 2 more weenies to add in here because I didn't feel like there was enough in here, and my daughter loves the weenies the most. I added just a little bit of water just to soften up the potatoes, and I'm also going to add this right here seasoning. It's called Dash, and it is without salt. I'm just going to use a lot of this, really, on it to give it some good flavoring. Okay, here are the final results. This is so good. Love it, love it, love it. This is all I'm going to eat right now. Yeah. And then this is hers. I mainly gave her the weenies because that's all she really likes. Out of this, she's kind of a picky eater, but not really. We love it with ketchup on the side. This is all I'm gonna eat for now because I am currently watching my proportions because I am trying to lose weight and I've already lost about 6 pounds. But mainly I'm just trying to be healthy. I just sat down and got on my phone. I just got the notification that Haley is back posting videos on YouTube. That's what we'll be watching while we eat. This is how much is left over, so I'm just gonna store it in here and eat some later. Probably when my son gets home from school, we'll have some more. Yesterday I had recorded and uploaded a video about the pregnancy test that I had taken and the positive results and whether I was pregnant or not, whether that was a true positive pregnancy test result or if it was an evaporation line or a false positive. I had a comment on that video from Extraordinary Mama and she said, I am kind of confused, not to be rude at all. Are you pregnant? I want to get excited for you. I wanted to answer you and I'm so sorry if I wasn't really clear with what I was saying and I wasn't explaining things really good. I am not pregnant. I did get my period last Monday, so that was 8 days ago. I also had quite a few comments on that video asking me, did I have a chemical pregnancy this month? And I wanted to talk about that as well. Because it was a blue dye test that had the darkest line, I personally hope that it was because of the pregnancy test being faulty and showing a false positive. I obviously cannot say for sure, but in my personal belief, I do not think I had a chemical pregnancy or an early miscarriage this month, and I definitely don't want to think I did. I also had several comments on the video talking about blue dye tests and how they don't recommend them, that they all the time will show a second line and make you think you're pregnant when you're not. And so I just want to put that out there that I would be a little bit wary of the blue dye test because they can potentially show a positive when it is not. When you are put in that situation, the best thing to do is just to get multiple different brands of pregnancy tests and take them at the same time once you get a positive on one so that you know for sure whether you're pregnant or not. Which is personally what I'm going to be doing next time in a couple weeks when I go to test again to see if I'm pregnant this month because I don't want to stress about it, and I think the more prepared I am, the less stressed I will be. Today's comment of the day is from ALG Heart. And they wrote, Heather, my thoughts and prayers go out to you. God is there for you and he will never leave your side. It breaks my heart to see a mom struggle to have a baby. My heart goes out to you all. I can't believe that Jackson is going to school already. He is growing up so fast. Vera is so beautiful. She is a sweet girl. I would love to meet you guys sometime. I live in Oklahoma. I'm a mom of 2 beautiful girls that God blessed me with. I am so thankful for my girls. Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us. Thank you so much for your thoughts and prayers for me and my family. I really appreciate that so much. You are so, so sweet. I love that you said that God is there for us because he is here for us every single day. It is amazing what prayer can do. Whenever I'm going through struggles, I always love to think about the Footprints in the Sand poem. This is the poem. It is on a wall clock and my husband found this at the thrift store a long time ago, and I just wanted to share that with y'all and just kind of read it with you because I'm sure you probably have heard of this poem before, but if you haven't, I want to share it with you. And so it says, one night a man had a dream. He dreamed he was walking along the beach with the Lord. Across the sky flashed scenes from his life. For each scene he noticed 2 sets of footprints in the sand. One belonged to him and the other to the Lord. When the last scene of his life flashed before him, he looked back at the footprints in the sand. He noticed that many times along the path of his life, there was only one set of footprints. He also noticed that it happened at the very lowest and saddest times in his life. This really bothered him, and he questioned the Lord about it. Lord, you said that once I decided to follow you, you'd walk with me all the way. But I have noticed that during the most troublesome times in my life, there's only one set of footprints. I don't understand why, when I needed you most, you would leave me. The Lord replied, my precious child, I love you and I would never leave you. During your times of trial and suffering, when you see only one set of footprints, it was then that I carried you. It's just one of my favorites and I love God very much. He's always been there for me. Y'all know I've shared this so many times when we went through, y'all know with my husband with that, he literally the reason why my husband is still alive. And there's been so many times throughout my life that I've made a mistake and could have got myself severely hurt, and he stepped in and helped me. There's things that's happened even with my kids that God really is the reason why we're all still here today and thriving. And then you said, I can't believe that Jackson is going to school already. Yes, I cannot believe it either. He is in kindergarten, my first baby, but I am so proud of him. He's doing so good. And thank you so much for your compliment on Vera. She's my little girl. I would also love to meet you too, and this goes for anybody who watches my videos. I would love to say hey to you and meet you and talk with you and get to know you. Thank you so much for sharing your kind comment with me and making my day. Thank you so much to everybody who has watched my videos and commented, liked my videos, shared my videos, subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it so much. I am so thankful for each and every one of y'all. If you haven't yet, I would love for you to subscribe to this channel. I also have an Instagram and a TikTok account at morganfamily_YT. If you want a shout out, all you have to do is leave a comment down below. It could be a comment, it could be a question, it could be anything you want, and I can give you a shout out in one of my videos. I love y'all so much. I guess I'm gonna go now. Bye.